I refused to let my baby spend the night at my in-laws after my husband tried to force it. My daughter Emma just turned 11 months old. She's at that age where she's crawling everywhere and getting into everything, but she's still a baby who needs her routine in her crib at night. Monday morning, my husband Dan told me his parents were going to take Emma overnight this weekend. Just announced it like it was already decided. I immediately said no. She's never spent the night away from us before, and I'm not comfortable with that yet. Dan asked why not, and I explained that his parents don't have a proper crib. They have one of those old pack and play things from when Dan's sister's kids were little. Those aren't safe for overnight sleep because of SIDS risks. The mattress is too soft and the sides can collapse. He rolled his eyes and said I was being paranoid, that millions of babies sleep in playpens just fine. I tried to explain that the American Academy of Pediatrics specifically says babies should sleep on firm, flat surfaces in proper cribs, not in playpens designed for daytime use. Dan told me it doesn't matter what I think. His parents already bought groceries and planned activities. He wasn't going to cancel on them and disappoint his mom. I said then they can come visit Emma here during the day, but she's not sleeping over there. We argued about it all week. Every night he'd bring it up and tell me I was being crazy and overprotective, that I needed to let his parents have time with their granddaughter. I kept saying they can have all the time they want during the day, but overnight is different. Friday morning, I was getting Emma ready for daycare when Dan suddenly appeared and said he'd take her. Before I could even give her a kiss goodbye, he had her in the car and was backing out of the driveway. I texted him asking what that was about, and he said his mom was picking Emma up from daycare at 3 and keeping her overnight. I called him immediately and told him that wasn't happening. He said I needed to back off and stop acting insane over nothing, that his mom raised 3 kids and knows what she's doing. I said I don't care. Emma is not spending the night there. At 2:30, I left work early and drove straight to the daycare. When I walked in, the front desk lady looked confused and said someone had already picked up Emma. My heart dropped. I asked who, and she said Dan's mom had gotten her at 2:15. I drove to my in-laws' house, going probably 20 over the speed limit. When I got there, Dan's mom answered the door with Emma on her hip. She gave me this look like I was interrupting something and said, "Can I help you?" I said I was here to get Emma. She told me Dan had already explained that Emma was staying overnight and I needed to stop being so controlling, that she raised 3 healthy babies and my daughter would be perfectly fine. I walked past her and took Emma right out of her arms. My mother-in-law started going off about how I was being ridiculous and ruining their special grandmother time, how I clearly didn't trust her and was keeping Emma away from family. I didn't even respond. I just grabbed Emma's diaper bag from the couch and walked out. The whole drive home, Emma was happy and babbling, completely unaware of the drama happening around her. Dan came home that night furious. He said I embarrassed him in front of his parents and made his mom cry. I told him he went behind my back and tried to take our daughter somewhere I specifically said she couldn't go. He said I'm being an overbearing mother who won't let anyone else help. We barely spoke all weekend. His parents haven't called once.